everyone. How are you? Hope you guys are all well. Welcome to your October 2020 tarot reading. Happy birthday, you guys. It's our birthday month. Who doesn't love the month of October? Okay, Libra, I've got some battle wounds, as you can see on my finger, so just don't mind the band-aid, okay? I change it every day, if not twice a day, so, if it looks dirty or anything, just know it's not, all right? So, before we get into your love reading, please don't forget to hit the like button, share this video as well, and if you have been thinking about it already, or just in case you needed a little nudge, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the red button. So appreciate it. And all those actions help to support my channel, and also it benefits you as well. Wink, wink. Okay, so let's shift right into love. Here we are, starting with the overall energy for your love life, for your happy birthdays. So the overall energy in love in the month of October 2020, you're going to be noticing, Libra, is the Five of Wands. So you're going to be feeling a little frustrated. Know that you're going through expansion and changes that are positive and that are beneficial for you. But just this month, it could just feel a little bit like a race a little bit, or like a competition a bit, or just maybe some confusion and a little bit of frustration as well. More frustration than confusion, or just kind of like that anticipatory energy building up inside of you. That's your overall energy. So you could have some arguments, some quibbles with people around you, and it feels very playful. Like it feels like it's not something that's going to knock your balance. Hence why the underlying energy for the month is justice. So it's not something that's going to knock your balance, or if it's something that you feel like it does knock your balance, because there are many possibilities to what this could be, then if it is something that you feel like knocks your balance, just know that in time you will receive justice, and it will be well worth, the justice will be, don't worry about it, you know what I mean? But there is some change happening here in love, we can't deny. And the funny thing is, my little statue here is a skull, right? And, and I'm like, yeah, there's a change happening. And here's a skull, which is a skull is depicts death, right? So there's a little bit of a change happening here, definitely. That's beneficial. You're gonna like it, but it just feels like this month, or the energy this month in love, it just is that part of the change that's kind of like freaking frack. Like you kind of have to like roll with it, and if you can learn to like the Five of Wands energy, because it can be the same energy as working out or dancing, and I love dancing, I love working out. So if you love dancing and you love working out, my guides are saying dancing and working out would be amazing for you this month. It'll help you really laugh through these challenges, or laugh through these changes. They're really changes, they're not challenges, they're changes. All right, no matter what anybody says, they're changes, not challenges. All right, so it's like whatever that is that's going on, if you can incorporate that into your life, that will really help to keep you stable, and it will really help to get that energy out of you as well. So if you like that for my dancers and for my athletes out there, definitely take that back up this month. Don't quit the gym yet. You're gonna need it this month. All right, especially when it comes to getting out your energy, or even coming to certain conclusions will happen when you're in that creative flux state, where when you're dancing and you're kind of in a creative state, you kind of will get downloads or get the information that you need to know during that time. So it will really benefit you. But I don't think this is really gonna be crazy for you, honestly. All right, so what else is happening in the month of October 2020 for love? You have judgment. You're making a judgment about a particular love connection. Just going to bring you guys in here a little closer. So you're making a judgment about a particular love situation, or you're making a decision about just how you want to love in general. But there is a heavy decision being made, okay? And it's really going to conclude a cycle, but it's also seeing the truth about a situation. Judgment is such a perplexing energy now, isn't it? It's so heavy. It feels like the moon, or the full moon, how it feels in your body. If you're a woman, you know what the full moon feels like in your body, especially when you get your period. That's what it feels like. So this judgment energy, it feels like it's traditional judgment. So it could be something coming to light that causes you to make a judgment about a connection. Could be something within yourself where you're putting the pieces together and coming to a judgment. But with the Four of Wands, it feels like it's about a connection that maybe, or a relationship that may not have been all that it was supposed to be, or all that it was all that it cracked itself up to be. I'm gonna see if I like the lights off. Okay, because it's morning time, you guys. It's bright and early, but yeah, you guys, it's morning time, so it's kind of early, but I'm also getting a glare, so I don't want to have that light on because it glares on the cards. But some of you guys, maybe the relationship wasn't giving the way that it was supposed to, or it's like an agreement that wasn't held up, or just a not very happy situation. You're making a judgment on it, right? And it's different for everybody. It feels like that's just all they want to say. You're making a judgment in love. And I feel as though this judgment is for what's going to make you happy. It is for what would actually suit you better. I want to know more about this, though. I want to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so this is the Eight of Pentacles. It's what's not working. Okay, it's just not what's not working. It's just what's not making you happy. All right, and how can things work better, and how can you be happier? And it feels like it's for yourself. So even if you're making this judgment about or in a particular love situation, it's ultimately for you. So you're gonna make the decision for you. And if you don't make it for just you, then you won't be done making the decision yet, until it's just the best decision for you, and it's not really, trying to appease anybody else. Okay, so that's the kind of judgment that you're making. And then we have the Lovers, following your heart. So all the things that are really happening. This is the overall energy. The Five of Wands. So the overall energy of love is change. But look at the things that you're focused on individually. We have a judgment, making a decision with the help of the universe, with the help of God, with the help of your spirit team. Then we have the Lovers. So some of you guys, new love coming in, right? I mean, come on. We can't deny that with the Lovers. Some of you guys, brand new love coming in. Beautiful love connection. It's even healthier. It's like an upgrade. If you thought things were good before, things are even better in this one. Or it could just be coming closer to yourself, coming closer to self-love. But even when you can have self-love and still meet someone, okay? So just because you're having self-love doesn't mean you're not going to meet someone. Because this feels really good. It feels really good, all right? But it's a change. And with the Death card showing up reversed, I wonder what this could be. Maybe this is it. This comes after a difficult, long change. Maybe this comes as a result of something kind of happening for you, or some sort of fated event occurring that, causes this thing to move forward. I don't know why Death is showing up here reversed with the Hermit. Okay, so there is some looking within that needs to happen, Libra, unless my guides are telling me I need to look within with this. Sometimes they tell me that during a reading. I'm not looking deep enough, because I don't know. YouTube has made me a little shallow. That's why I vanish sometimes, you guys, because I'm not a shallow reader, but sometimes you feel pressured to be shallow on YouTube because people don't want to hear the truth. So I'm not trying to be shallow anymore. But I also want to get to the point of what they're trying to tell me. So just give me 2 seconds. There's something that is not changing. There's some sort of transformation that's not happening, but it's bringing a lot of bliss. I don't know what this Death energy reverses. It's something that's not changing. It's almost like something that maybe was supposed to change but didn't end up changing, or didn't end up going through that transformation, or had a different transformation that's actually better suited for you, but maybe it's not what is done. Okay, because there's something very unique about the choice that's happening here. So the Lovers can be a choice or a connection that is almost like a blast from the past. Somebody coming back from the past, some of you guys, this could be, but it just works. Or it's just some relationship or some situation that you're not fully letting go of, but the way that you're letting go of it is perfect for you, but maybe everybody might not agree with it, but it's perfect for you. That's what it feels. Wow, that's why they wanted me to calm down a little bit, because that's not something I would even think of doing a reading. The Page of Wands reversed. Huh. Page of Wands reversed. What is this? Okay. All right. So that's a message from you guys. All right. So now let's move to the final thing that we're going to be focused upon, or the last energy, or the last message they have for us in October when it comes to love. So follow your heart. You're following your heart. These are the things that you're doing. I'm not telling you what you do. It's what to do. This is what's happening. So we have judgment. So there's a judgment being made, right, on what's working, what's not working. Lovers, following your heart and doing something maybe a little different than other people would have thought. And here's the thing. Let's not care about what other people think. But this is a little different from what you would have thought you would have done. You guys hear me? I'm not clearing my throat every 5 seconds. I'm so happy, you guys, because that was something I was focused on this whole time for months, is trying to get rid of that thing in my throat. And I think it's gone, you guys. I'm so happy. And maybe I'll tell you guys what I did in the future. I'm not sure, you guys. I'm kind of secretive. You know me. I always have secrets. Okay, so let's look at the final bit of energy we have here. We have the Page of Wands. Look at this cute kid. I'm glad I put him back because it makes sense. So the Page of Wands is positive communication, good news, feeling excited, exciting opportunities, a new beginning in love. Possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag individual. It could be more than one person. It doesn't have to be just one specific person. It could just be, in all your relationships, or in one relationship, or in your relationships with King of Wands types. Right? Some of us have lots of King of Wands types around us. Some of us only have a few. The less you have, the better. Okay, so let's look deeper into this Page of Wands energy. It feels something new. It's a new situation. It's a new connection, or it's a resurgence of a particular connection. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy, right? It looks good. It doesn't matter. You're gonna like it anyways. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay, it's good. Page of Wands in the Sun. I'm not complaining, are you? Beautiful. So, really positive communication, feeling really optimistic, feeling really energetic, being excited to do things. But there's a little bit of paranoia, though. You may not fully trust the situation or this person yet, or I don't think you ever really fully will, but you are giving it a try. Now, the Hierophant showing up here reversed with the Page of Wands, so there could be a little bit of, some of you guys may not be necessarily listening to your highest judgment when it comes to this. Yeah, you may not necessarily be listening to your highest judgment when it comes to this. That's not to say that your highest judgment is negative, though. Some of you guys could be like, this is what it feels like. It feels like some of you guys could be like reconnecting with somebody that maybe in the past everybody was like, oh, like this is going to be a bad thing. This is not going to end well, and maybe in the past you were so used to listening to what other people thought for so long that became a part of your belief system. And now that you're changing that, you're not realizing how maybe you not feeling positive about this, or you kind of second guessing your choice or whatever. You may not be seeing the unnecessary or the unhealthy things that need to be dropped, or you probably are seeing what's not healthy, or what beliefs do not serve you anymore, what connections do not serve you anymore, that you are now realizing it and you're letting it go. Essentially, I think you guys are stepping into your power and really truly creating your life in a really real way, and letting your own internal happiness be your guidance system. Like, your own internal guidance system can lead you to happiness, I hope that kind of makes sense. Like, you don't need someone else's beliefs that they forced upon you to make a decision for yourself. You can formulate your own beliefs. Essentially. Not essentially, that's what's happening. Okay? So, Libra, that's what they've given me for love. That's the messages for love. That's what's happening in your love life in October for your birthday. So congratulations, Libra. This is very positive. So this is what I have for you for October 2020, Libra. We're going to now shift into career and finances, because I know a lot of you guys are probably really excited about that right now. I am too. But before we go into career and finances, we're going to take a short break. And please watch these videos from our video sponsors, and after that, we'll be right back. Welcome back. So now we're going to look into career. Alright, Libra, so now we're looking at the overall energy in your career and financial sector. And this card came out this way. I didn't know if it wanted to be reversed or upright, so I'm just going to read it this way and then go intuitively. So we have the Curandera of Water, which is the King of Cups in the traditional tarot deck. So cute. So your overall energy in your career and your finances is the King of Cups. This is good. This means you're taking care of you first, and you're learning how you're taking care of you first. Okay, and you're remembering your needs before everybody else's needs, okay, or before everything else outside of you. And this feels like it's a little bit of a struggle. It's a little bit of something that is hard for you to do, or has been hard to do in the past. Then now you're practicing in the present. This could also be bringing more compassion to the workplace. So if you are a business owner, whatever you do, you bring more compassion to it, or you bring more love to it. Or you also bring more love to like your employees, so you have more understanding between your employees. There's a lot more caring and all that stuff. Healing also around your career and your finances, not beating yourself up, coming out of from lack mindset to a more of an abundant prosperity mindset when it comes to love. But it's not, money, but it's not just your mindset, it's how you feel about it. It's truly your all-around feeling about it. And it's very important when things come up this way, because this is an energy that it's really hard for us to deny how we feel. And so when we decide to level up feeling wise, that's a level up that you can't undo, because you cannot fake how you feel. You can hide how you feel, but you certainly can't fake it. In fact, it can't even fake itself. It shows and manifests in some way, shape, or form. So this healing is very important. Looking after yourself first. Funnily enough, when I was shuffling the cards here, and I was thinking for that, and now I know that was a download. I was thinking about how practitioners try to tell other practitioners how much to charge for their services, and I think that that's extremely unhealthy that we do in this community. That I think people need to mind their business, and if you want to charge $10 for a 3-hour reading, that's you. I'm not going to charge that. And I've never been about that. And I've never been about telling you how much to charge. Unless I was telling you to charge more, as in I was complimenting you and saying that I really loved your service, or I really loved what you did. And, and I was wanting to let you know that, to me, it was very invaluable, the service you provided for me. I never make comments on how much people charge, because that's their worth. And I feel like in this community, that happens so much. And so that kind of came up in my head, but I thought either I'm just thinking it or, whatever. And then I pull this card down and it makes perfect sense, Libra. Some of you guys may feel like you have been told how to run your business, or what to do with your career. Some of you guys may have been told what to do, how to get your own money. And essentially, you've been around a bunch of people that needed to learn how to mind their business. I think now they're learning how to mind their business, all right? But I feel as though that was what you were around, Libra. And now you're gaining a lot more self-love, and you're not accepting that anymore. But there is a little bit of healing that needs to take place naturally. If you find yourself in an environment like that, especially if it is your family of origin or something, that is deeply rooted inside of you. So you do need some healing, okay? So that's really... This is interesting how this is impacting you financially, because it's making you someone who goes after what you want, sets the prices that you want, you work the job you want, you work the hours you want, you work and you stop working when you want, and you retire when you want, and you do what you want, and you work where you want, and you work how you want. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of love while you're doing it. You're not throwing it in anybody's face. This is just you, and the other person could be them, and that's fine. There's a lot of love and understanding that you have. But notice how the King of Cups, he offers the cup in the traditional tarot. He offers the cup, but he's sitting on the ocean. So he's got the ocean is something he will never offer you. The ocean he sits under, or he sits on top of. All he has to offer you is this cup. He gives the cup freely, and it's full of water because he's got oceans of water underneath him. And you're understanding and realizing the value of making sure that you got the ocean underneath you while you're giving a full cup away. All right, and that's the only way you can give a full cup away and not want anything back. Let's be honest. So let's shift into career and finance and what we're individually going to be looking at. We're looking at following our heart, Libra. We're looking at getting lovely offers, hearing lovely communication, going back and forth. You could be hearing lovely words of hearsay. You know, people could be expressing how they feel about your work. You know, it could be clients that saying, oh, I love what you do. Thank you. You could be having, if you work in my field, if you're a psychic or an intuitive, you could be having more clients come to you. And watch this, Libra. They're going to be coming to you more for love, either bringing in love or about somebody in their life, or they could be coming to you, or you could have a particular one that comes to you about a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio lover. And for some reason it sticks to you, or it sticks in you. But there's a lot of following your heart here, and feeling how you feel and just going after it, Finding a river in the desert is what you're coming at. So some of you guys could be hitting it big a little bit. If you're doing what you love already, you're having an influx of work coming in, which is amazing for you. And you're really loving it, Libra, because it's what you love to do. It's what you love to do, right? And maybe if you're not doing what you love to do yet, you're definitely feeling more called to, and you're feeling more confident about doing it. And here comes the moon here. So that's, if you're feeling more confident about doing it, that's the nudge. The universe is nudging you, like, circumstances are getting better and better and better for you to leap. They always want you to leap, don't they? So we have the Three of Earth. Well, that's how creation happens. So we have the Three of Earth coming up here reversed. Yeah, I think whatever, let me get a card on this actually. Let me not think, let me know. So Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, I think whatever this was before wasn't working. Whatever was going on before wasn't working anymore. So I feel like some of you guys jumped ship a while back, or decided to jump ship with what wasn't working a while back. Now just know the longer ago you did it and the more established you are with what you want to be doing, the more likely that this is work, but you're headed towards that. You're headed towards stable work, doing what you love. How about that? At the end of the day, it's the Knight of Cups. The Knight is a worker. The Knight works. The Knight has money coming in. I mean, even if he's doing what he wants. I mean, I had a job where I was the Knight of Cups, right? And I made pretty good money, but it was something fun. It was fun for me, but it was pretty good money, So if this is work, this is good money, and it's good money doing what you like. So don't sleep on this, and don't sleep on this even if it doesn't happen this month. Libra, keep going. It's coming. Time is fluid. It's coming. All right? Just keep going, doing what you love, and stop listening. Don't listen to the haters. Nobody can speak over you. Nobody knows you like you. Nobody knows you like you. All right? So don't let anybody speak over your life. All right? The Knight of Cups is a tough knight. This is a tough knight. Don't sleep on the fact that he's riding on a white horse with a cup in his hand and he's adorable. He's tough. I mean, this kid has had the door slammed in his face more than you ever will know. I mean, this kid has dealt with emotional problems and setbacks that also harp on their emotional wounds to get to this point. So don't sleep on the success this person has. And underlying energy is a Chariot. So I know you're not sleeping on this right now. I mean, this is the card of victory. You're just following your heart and not caring. Just not caring. Not caring. Not caring. Especially if you don't have the King of Water as a guide. You didn't have a guide, somebody who went through this before you, or somebody who has that compassion. So you probably had rocks thrown at your feet or at your face on the way to this point. So just please understand how hard you have worked, acknowledge that, but also understand that eventually the hard work has to pay off or stop working. All right, so then what else do we have that you're focusing on in October 2020? Because it's there. So we have the Ace of Water, love, right? This is amazing. This is amazing. But the funny thing is I feel money, I feel coinage, I feel abundance coming. But I don't feel like this abundance, you're not focused on, oh, I got all this money. You're focused on, oh my God, I love what I'm doing. I love this. I love the feeling of this. Like you're back in love with what you used to do or what you do. You're in love with it, Libra. Look at that. And I can't believe that this is an air sign reading. There's so many cups here. I mean, you're in love, Libra. You are so freaking happy. Oh my gosh, tears to your eyes. Some of you guys are having tears to your eyes. So what is this 10 of Water, 10 of Cups energy in career and finance? If you have your own business, looking good this month. It's looking good. The King of Air, look at that. Truth. honesty, integrity. Some of you guys are stepping back into this, stronger energy. Some of you guys could have a contract coming in with someone who may, who's a very honest person. It's very trustworthy. But it feels like it's more of an action being taken. And also a trust being bestowed. You may find that the people you work with, your bosses, your clients, your people, they trust you more, or you feel like this trust is being given to you more, and it's because of this growth that you've embarked upon. It's because of the way you give love, Libra. So we have death. Wow, this is Libra. This is good. This is good. And lately, sometimes I feel like my guides don't want to tell me everything. Sometimes I feel like they don't. So I'm like, I feel like they don't want to give too much information on this. Sometimes they just want you to live your life and have it blossom. I'm gonna pull one more card though, because I am pushy. But it looks like it's a transformation here, a change in the Empress again, in business. If you have your own business, or if you work from home, or if you work on the land, or you work with people in counseling and getting people the resources that they need, or the things that they need, or you provide that service, you are going to be seeing a lot of growth. You're going to be experiencing a lot of happiness doing what you do, a lot of growth. You're going to be fed. The Queen of Pentacles, you're going to be fed. And then also with the Empress, a lot of abundance comes from this as well. I mean, the Empress is abundance as well. That's money, money, money. So death, and it's comfort, comfort, comfort. It's beauty, beauty, beauty. It's peace, peace, peace. It's everything, right? So there's a permanent change to the way things were before. Flame just moved. That was a fact. There's a permanent change. Things will never go back to being the way that they were before. It's never going to be how it was. I feel like you were not satisfied. The Four of Cups, you were not satisfied. You felt really betrayed. You felt really stabbed in the back. You felt very hurt by people. You felt like things were taken from you. No more of that. No more of that. No more of that. That's done. All right, this camera's probably gonna cut off in a little bit, so I'm gonna get started on the next pile, but I'm also gonna make moves to end this video for a second. Okay, so let's have a look at the final focus, and these are the focuses because they're in front of our face, right? In October 2020. So what's the final card? We have the Four of Wands. So happiness here, success, celebration, being in the moment, contracts and agreements with the Four of Fire. Wow, you guys are really celebrating something. I almost want to know, I'm being drawn to this devil energy, and I want to know why they're drawing me to this devil energy while they're pointing my attention to this. Okay, so what this devil energy was all the things that stopped you from doing what you wanted to do in the first place. Because I feel like most of you guys are seeing some of the initial results of having followed your heart, having just taking up yourself on something that it's just like a personal flight of fancy or a personal interest, and you said it, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens, and you're seeing the positive results of it. And so this is beautiful, and so you're celebrating it, but now you're realizing what was the negativity before that was stopping you from doing this, because this was always available to you. You could have always felt this. You could have always celebrated this. You could have had this whenever. But the thing was that you weren't taking that initial positive action that you ended up taking, whether you did it slowly or you're deciding to do this month, or you did it before in the past recently, and now you're seeing the results of it, and you're like, wow, these were all the things. That was what was stopping me. Right? Because there's happiness here, there's celebration here. But I feel like some of you guys are maybe not really fully basking in it because you feel like a little bit of a nudge. But all that nudge is just showing you, see, I told you if we did this, this would have happened. These were all the things before that were stopping you from doing it. And remember, you gave me this excuse and that excuse and this excuse and that excuse. All those excuses, that was the devil. That was the devil. So now you know who's not your friend. Right? Because we always talk about it here. The devil is not your friend. He's not. I mean, let me not talk bad about him. I never met him. But, from what I hear, from the things I see he does, he's not really your friend, right? But I could be wrong, right? Everyday wonders never end, right? So let's know a little more about this Four of Fire, exciting celebratory energy in your career. I feel like some of you guys are celebrating a good contract, a good deal. You land a client, you land that deal you were wanting, and you're like, yes, you know, I knew it would happen. But you're also not really fully basking in it because you got a little bit of that energy you need to expel off of you that you're working on. You're expelling it, don't worry about it. So we have strength. And this is what is telling us more about it. This is freeing yourself. This is being in the moment, celebrating. And this is freeing yourself from negative belief systems, thought forms, and patterns, right? Overcoming. Getting that mouse and stepping on top of that mouse. And I say that because there's a deck I have where the strength card is a cat catching a mouse and getting his paws on top of the mouse. And that's what you guys are doing. There was a mouse all around you. There was a mouse. You finally got the fucking mouse. And I don't mean to curse, but I know what that mouse is now. I understand, because that was some message I was getting since March about a mouse. And you guys, there's something that has been a nuisance for so long. You're finally getting your feet on it and you're catching it. Yes, you know what I mean? It almost feels like, that's what I feel like that Five of Wands energy is. It's that if you like competing, if you like winning, you're gonna like the energy of your love life. That's that Five of Wands energy, right? But this is your career. You never wanted to do that in your career. You always just wanted to offer whatever it is that you offer. And you wanted to bring healing or bring joy, bring creativity, bring happiness, make people laugh, make people smile. Take them away from their problems, you know, or help heal their problems. You always wanted to bring wellness and peace, but yet your career and your finances have been anything but that. And that's not fair. So what it's this inner child, this inner Page of Fire kid that you had to heal this whole time that just needed healing. And once you let this kid just do what she does, then you had all these things coming in. You had the happiness, you have the love, you have the messenger of love, you have the actual love, then you have the happiness, and then you have the freedom from restriction, the freedom from oppression, the freedom from pain, from struggle. No more. Healing. This is almost like something coming in here and just, that's what it feels like. Because you never thought it could happen. That's the thing, Libra. You never thought that this would be, you never thought. And that was the devil. The devil was what was making you think that you could never have it. Because it's right here. The moment you just were like, all right, you know, I'm going to take this inspiration. I'm going to take this on. You know? So now we have the Chariot showing up here reversed. I want to understand why it's reversed. It's showing up here with the Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Air. Okay, so this is something from your childhood. A lot of you guys, something from your childhood. It's a pattern that you've been stuck in since you were a little kid that now you're freeing yourself. And it's a mental pattern. So don't be so hard on yourself. Things get stuck in our head. They get lodged in there. We don't even know it's there until like 50 years later. And then we're like, crap, we wasted 50 years. You know what I mean? So don't even be hard on yourself. Even if you did feel like you wasted 50 years. No, you didn't. It's not your fault. It would have came sooner if it was supposed to, right? So boom. So here we go. The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Isha of Air, or the Daughter of Air. This is freedom, and this is a blessing actually. This here, whatever this was before, you may also be kind of upset about that because you could be feeling like, why waste all this time? That was a blessing too. And if you have been freed from this pattern recently, let me get clear on what this is. If this is a freedom of it, or if this is something that's playing out, because then I'll know what they're trying to say. The Two of Earth. It feels half and half. It feels half and half. I mean, come on, the world shows up, so that's kind of how things are, right? So some of you guys, this is something that you freed yourself from, and you need to know that, you know, all the things that were upsetting that happened, they were a blessing in disguise, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, if you were going down a path that was going to create that, and it would, you know, you were going down it, and then it was stopped. The stopping of it was a blessing in disguise. So the things you experienced before and the things you're going to experience after is a blessing. It's all a blessing in disguise, okay? So don't be hard on yourself, because you could feel like, I don't really know if I can celebrate, or there are things to celebrate, there are things to be excited about. This is so obvious here in your career finance. I mean, if you're this, jovial in your career and financial sector, you gotta just accept that there's good things happening in your career and your finance, right? In your financial sector, good things. But I think a part of you is, you could either be hard on yourself because you're like, well, if it was this easy and I could have had it so soon, why didn't I have it? But it's not for you to like beat yourself up over. It's just like, just be happy for the moment, right? The king of earth, he's got the best advice for stuff like this. So, you know, just be grounded about it and just know it was a blessing. And that's how the world works. All right, Libra, that's your career and your financial sector. Very exciting. It gets a little messy at the end. My apologies to myself because this was an eyesore. I hate when the cards are all over the place. But I love the cards, so I have to forgive them. Okay, so, all right, you guys. Now we're going to move into the oracle part of the reading. I'm going to pull a flower oracle message for you guys. We pull a new one every month. New flower oracle card every month. So, or new oracle card every month. This month is flowers. So before we do that, we're going to take a really quick break. Please enjoy these videos from our sponsors. It helps support the channel, okay? And then after that, we'll be right back. All right, Libra, let's have a pull. Welcome back, Libra. So I've gone ahead and I pulled the card. There's no underlying energy, clearly, because all the cards are turned over this way. So what message do we have for you, or what flower do we have this month for you? We have bellflower. Gratitude. The scientific name for bellflower is... Oh my God, I know who you are. I know what this flower is. The scientific name for bellflower is campanula. Campanula, okay? And the message of it is gratitude, you guys. Beautiful message. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beatty. Isn't that gorgeous? And isn't that what essentially kind of what... That's a great way to tie it up, you guys, because a lot of good things are happening, but there is this acknowledging of a difficult road. But the message here to bring peace is to just have gratitude for everything that you experience, because it brought you to where you are. And it also helps to make peace of things. But don't have fake gratitude. You know, you naturally get to that place when you're ready to have gratitude, okay? And it sounds like a lot of you guys are having that strength to have gratitude this month, okay? So, you know, don't think that you're that far away. If this is showing up right now, it means you're ready to receive the message. So you can't be that far off. Okay. So sweet little bellflowers are also believed to have by some to be gifts of gratitude left by fairies. So the inspirational message of bellflower is, you find the goodness in small things that others might miss. By looking at the bright side, you are cultivating true gratitude. Libra, a lot of you guys know how to look at the bright side of situations that a lot of people couldn't look at the bright side of. And it's what's opened up your gifts. It's what brings you financial blessings and success. It's what is bringing you this amazing love story in October. I mean, you got a great love story. It's different for all you guys. I can't tell. I'm not going to tell particulars. I could, but I'm not. Right? But you know, it's the reason why things are working out as good. And gratitude isn't like a thing that casts. You know, what's that thing that casts a shadow and makes itself seem. It doesn't. Gratitude is not rose-colored shades. Is what I'm trying to say. Gratitude is, you know, just it's taking the good with the bad. And that's another King of Pentacles thing. You know, that's another thing the King of Pentacles teaches. Or that's another thing that we learn from King of Pentacles types, because that's what you master in that suit. All right, so that is the whole reading, you guys. That's it. All right, what a month, right? Exciting, 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 Libra. Once again, happy birthday to my beautiful Libra babes. You guys have supported me from the very beginning. In fact, my first viral video, I will say, my first kind of video that really got out there was a Libra video. And I remember it was an October video too. So I have a very close love for Libra, and I'm a Libra myself. So October 5th. So I wish you guys so much love, and I wish you guys so much joy. Just keep being true to yourself, Libra. Let's break out of that codependency thing we kind of do sometimes, or, you know, the people pleasing. and let's be more truly who we are. And let's really let our true smarts and our beauty shine, because we're so smart and we're so beautiful, and we have nothing but love for everybody, you know, and we want nothing more but to beautify the world. So stay in that energy. So if you would like to purchase a reading just like this, except far more in depth, catered specifically to you and for yours to have and to hold forever and ever, you can click the link in the description bar down below. It's its own separate link. It's the personal monthly reading link. Click that link and everything is explained to you once you go on the website. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter as well when you're there. You can also find a list of my other services as well. The link is down in the description bar, so you can see all the other services I offer in my practice and business. If you want to connect with me more online and you're looking for a way to do that on more, let's say, a weekly or even a daily basis, I am starting a Patreon. I'm working on that currently, brainstorming, filming, and all that jazz does take time, especially when you want to create a quality product. So you do need to give me a little bit of time, but I am working on that for you guys, because I know I'm a little scanty online lately, because I have been going back into study to study more and to also ignite and advance my gifts. I need to go into hermit mode, and so you won't see me very often. All right, so I believe that is it. To connect with me more on all my other social medias, all the links and the information is in the description bar down below. The description bar is your friend. And I think that's it, you guys. Have a very spooky October, and we'll be back to check in on one another in November. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye-bye.